On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Confide.
To reveal private or secret information to someone, to trust someone with a confidence.
Examples:
Confide in you. Confide a secret. He confided in her, telling her his deepest secrets.
Lifelong.
Lasting for the whole of someone's life.
Examples:
Lifelong career. Lifelong commitment. He had a lifelong love of reading and spent hours daily with a book.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Majestic.
Impressive or grand in appearance, size, or manner, stately.
Examples:
A majestic figure. A majestic sense of purpose. The majestic mountain range was a sight to behold.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Grace.
A quality of being pleasing, especially in appearance or manner, a temporary exemption, especially an extended period granted as a special favor, a short prayer of thanks before a meal.
Examples:
Say a grace. End of the grace period. The old oak tree stood with grace and majesty in the park's center.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Indirectly.
Not going straight to the point, implying or suggesting something.
Examples:
Indirectly related, indirectly impact. The CEO indirectly expressed her disappointment with the project's progress.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Calamity.
A serious event that causes damage, injury, or loss.
Examples:
Financial calamity. A dire calamity. The earthquake was a major calamity that left many homeless.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Microscopic.
Tiny, exceedingly precise and detail-oriented, of or used in microscopy.
Examples:
Microscopic inquiry. Microscopic analysis. Inspectors noticed microscopic cracks in the submarine's hull.
Phytoplankton.
Tiny little plants that float on the surface of the water and on which sea creatures feed.
Examples:
Marine phytoplankton. Phytoplankton blooms. She studies the relationship between marine creatures' toxicity and the phytoplankton they feed on.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Gigaton.
A unit of explosive energy equal to 1 billion tons of TNT equals a powerful, Yellow explosive substance, 1 billion tons.
Examples:
Gigaton-class bomb. Half a gigaton of CO2. The earthquake that hit the Pacific Ocean last night is said to have released about 30 gigatons of energy.
Lung.
Either of the two organs in the chest that people and some animals use for breathing.
Examples:
Lung capacity. Do lung transplantation. He has terminal lung cancer.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Krill.
A small, shrimp-like crustacean that is a major food source for many marine animals.
Examples:
Eat krill. Antarctic krill. The decline in krill populations in recent years has raised concerns about the health of marine ecosystems.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them, to add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
Fertilize the soil. Fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Phyto.
A prefix meaning plant.
Examples:
Soil phyto. Phytobiology. Phytoplankton is microscopic plants that form the base of the ocean food chain.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Sequester.
To take temporary possession of someone's property until a debt is paid.
Examples:
Sequester 10% of the annual carbon emissions. Sequester myself from the world. He approved their requests to sequester the jury.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Pollution.
The introduction of harmful substances or waste into the natural environment that causes adverse change.
Examples:
Environmental pollution. High levels of air pollution. The pollution is endangering the local plants and animals.
Entanglement.
Involvement in a complicated or difficult situation, a tangled mass.
Examples:
Entanglement in conflict. Romantic entanglement. The entanglement of the fishing net was making it difficult for the whales to swim.
Chop.
To cut something into pieces with a sharp tool, such as a knife.
Examples:
Chop wood. Chop a meat with a knife. The cook chopped the vegetables for the soup.
Acquire.
To buy or obtain something such as an asset, object, knowledge, etc., for oneself.
Examples:
Acquire knowledge. Acquire a new company. Children acquire language at a fantastic rate.
Currency.
A system of money in general use in a particular country.
Examples:
Currency exchange. Digital currency. The currency used in this country is the euro.
Bemoan.
To express regret or disappointment about, to lament.
Examples:
Bemoan his death. Bemoan a situation. He bemoaned the state of the world and wished for change.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Fertilization.
The process of joining a sperm and an egg to produce an embryo.
Examples:
Fertilization process. Artificial fertilization. The fertilization of the soil allowed for a bountiful harvest.
Resort.
A place where many people go for rest, sport, or another stated purpose. Verb, turn to or take a course of action, especially an extreme or undesirable one, to resolve a difficult circumstance.
Examples:
Resort to desperate measures. A last resort. If both countries resort to nuclear deterrence, the consequence could be mutual destruction.
Valuation.
An estimation of the worth or value of something.
Examples:
Valuation report. High valuation. The valuation of the company was estimated to be billions of dollars.
Dividend.
A sum of money paid regularly, typically quarterly, by a company to its shareholders out of its profits or reserves.
Examples:
Dividend on equity ratio. Receive a dividend. The company announced a quarterly dividend of 50 cents per share.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban from the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Basin.
A natural depression or valley that is circular or oval on the surface of the earth, especially one that has water in it, a container with a bowl form that is typically used to hold food or liquids.
Examples:
Inland basin. The basin of the Great Salt Lake. Many of the lakes and marshes in the basin are mildly salty.
Frolic.
To play and move around happily and energetically.
Examples:
Frolic underwater. Frolic with friends. Children frolicked in the park on a sunny day.
Methodology.
A set of ways or principles of doing, teaching, or studying something.
Examples:
Methodology for optimizing. Research methodology. We are developing a new methodology for assessing marketing measures.
Seagrass.
A type of grass that grows in shallow salty or brackish water along coasts.
Examples:
Seagrass habitat. Seagrass bed. Seagrass meadows help reduce coastal erosion by stabilizing sediments and acting as a buffer against waves and storms.
Salt marsh.
An area of low-lying coastal land that is flooded by salt water at high tide and is covered by salt-tolerant plants at low tide.
Examples:
Salt marsh ecosystem. Salt marsh mosquito. The salt marsh area is an important habitat for various species of birds and other wildlife.
Mangrove.
A tropical coastal tree or shrub that grows in saline soil and has prop roots that help to stabilize it.
Examples:
Mangrove forest. Mangrove swamp. The mangrove trees are known for their ability to survive in saltwater and sandy soil.
Kelp.
A large brown seaweed that grows in cold coastal waters.
Examples:
Kelp forest. Giant kelp. The coast was lined with beds of kelp swaying in the tide.
Peatland.
An area covered with peat equals a partially decayed organic matter formed from plants.
Examples:
Peatland ecosystem. Peatland bog. The preservation of peatlands is crucial in mitigating climate change, as they help regulate the Earth's temperature and reduce atmospheric carbon dioxide.
Wetland.
Land that is saturated with water, either permanently or seasonally, such as swamps, marshes, and bogs.
Examples:
Wetland conservation. Wetland ecosystem. The wetland area was home to many different species of birds.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
Thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Intrinsically.
From the inherent nature or quality of something or arising from within.
Examples:
Intrinsically motivated. Intrinsically valuable. The kindness of strangers is intrinsically rewarding, even when no reward is expected.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Wondrous.
Inspiring amazement or admiration, extremely beautiful and impressive.
Examples:
Wondrous sight. Wondrous adventure. The wondrous beauty of the sunset left us all in awe.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Regenerative.
Tending to regrow or restore lost or injured tissue.
Examples:
Regenerative medicine. Regenerative therapy. The regenerative properties of stem cells make them a promising area of research.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
Sustainable alternative fuel. Principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Prosperity.
The state of being successful and having the good fortune.
Examples:
Economic prosperity. Prosperity of humankind. This war shattered dreams of peace and prosperity.
Policymaker.
A person in charge of or involved in developing action plans for a political party, business, etc.
Examples:
Education policymaker. Regional policymaker. Policymakers struggle to develop various laws and regulations to address international trade conflicts.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Offset.
To compensate for or counterbalance one influence against an opposing influence.
Examples:
Offset deposits and withdrawals. Offset a loss. Strong growth in core business offsets losses in other business segments.
Enamored.
Deeply in love, having a strong affection or admiration for.
Examples:
Enamored of the idea. Enamored of bygone days. He had been enamored with her since the first time he saw her.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Neutral.
Not helping or assisting either side in a conflict, argument, etc.
Examples:
Permanently neutral country. Neutral colors. A legislative speaker should always be neutral.
Perpetual.
Continuing for an extended period in the same way without stopping or being interrupted.
Examples:
Perpetual motion machine. Perpetual struggle. The company employs a perpetual inventory system.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue. Annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Flora.
All the plants in a particular region or time, typically regarded as a whole.
Examples:
Bowel flora. Aquatic flora. The Amazon rainforest is home to a diverse flora of plant species.
Fauna.
The animal life of a particular region, habitat, or geological period.
Examples:
The tropical fauna. Fauna reserve. The national park is home to a diverse fauna of animal species.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples:
A commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Blockchain.
A system in which a growing list of payment records, called blocks, made in cryptocurrency is maintained across several computers that are securely linked.
Examples:
Blockchain platform. The scalability of blockchain. Cryptocurrencies are only one form of implementation of blockchain technology.
Steward.
A person responsible for the management and care of another's property or for the supervision of the domestic staff of a large household or organization. A person in charge of arranging for the supply of food to a college, club, etc.
Examples:
Steward duties. Steward service. The steward on the flight was very helpful in assisting passengers with their needs.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Conservation.
The protection of something important, such as the natural environment or artificial structures, especially from the damaging effects of human activity.
Examples:
Soil conservation. The conservation law of physics. The forest was recently designated a conservation area.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Fiscal.
Relating to government revenue and expenditures, relating to financial matters.
Examples:
Fiscal policy. Fiscal year. The government is facing a fiscal crisis due to high levels of debt.
Stance.
A way of thinking about something, especially expressed publicly, attitude or position of a standing person or animal.
Examples:
Change her stance. The batting stance. He continued to support her political stance.
Diversify.
To make something include more different types or things, to spread out activities or investments.
Examples:
Diversify my portfolio. Diversify energy sources. This inclusive environment has allowed the plant species to diversify.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.